London police selected Capita and PwC recently for the National Crime and Fraud Detection. It's a multi-year deal, £50 million, which will run all the way through 2029 with a possibility of another 2 years of extension. PwC will work and provide the technology services. And guess what? PwC is partnering with Palantir Technologies to kind of provide this service to National Fraud Intelligence Bureau, NFIB. Hello everybody, and welcome to Synonomics, the Money Machine. By now you have understood that today I am going to revisit Palantir. Yes, Palantir has been in news recently. The stock has continuously been going up. It actually touched $17.30, which is its all-time high recently, and pretty much hovering it around that. Last night it closed at 1640 after touching 17 as well. So pretty much it's in the blue sky zone for some of you who are technical analysts. So when a stock reaches a new high, it's pretty much in the blue sky zone. Having said that, technically now its resistance is 1730, but as I mentioned, it's already hovering at around 1705. I don't see a big challenge. Next time Nasdaq will be 100-200 points up, you will see it will cross that anyway. Well, it has been in news, as I mentioned earlier, with London police. At the same time, recently it has signed a contract with Tokyo Electron. Yeah, TEL, that's the code for that. It's a listed stock in Tokyo Stock Exchange. It's kind of a semiconductor company, and Palantir Technologies is expanding its semiconductor footprint by partnering with some of these companies. So Tokyo Electron is something like 9.5 trillion yen company, which is equivalent to 67 to 70 billion US dollar. And they have partnered with Palantir Technologies basically with their Athenia platform. Athenia platform is a data analytic platform powered by Palantir's Foundry platform. I'll come to that a little bit later and explain what are the different pillars of Palantir Technologies. So for now, let's look at that. All these data analytics platform is Athenia, and all these semiconductor companies like Tokyo Electron is partnering with them. The whole idea is basically their fab will work on the real-time detection of any challenges with the equipments. Before that, we also heard that Athenia is going to be used. Palantir's Athenia platform is going to be used by Micron. Yes, you heard that right. Micron, another semiconductor company, is actually partnering with Palantir for their Athenia platform, basically to kind of accelerate their manufacturing and have a zero defect production. Yes, guys, all these semiconductor companies have a pressure now to accelerate their manufacturing, at the same time to have a zero defect production, because the manufacturing of all these semiconductor or the chips is so complicated, and there's plenty of microprocessors inside there that they cannot really go and do any mistakes, because some of them the prices are extremely high as well. And that's actually giving Palantir a new wing to fly. Well, if some of you have forgotten, let me introduce or kind of refresh your memory. Palantir Technology is kind of a software technology which identifies the unusual behavior, unusual pattern in the large data sets. It actually started with that. Peter Thiel, who is well known by its PayPal as well as the Facebook, is one of the founders. At the same time, if you look at Right now, it has expanded its reach in other areas as well. So, if I look at it, it has 4 different pillars, I can say. One is the Palantir Gotham, which is pretty much designed for the government and military organizations. And as I had covered earlier, CIA and the Federal Police, New York, and YTD actually, they are one of the large and one of the oldest customers of Palantir. And now most of the states police department in US are customers of Palantir. And you heard that already. Now London police is working on that. Not only that, it actually provides a lot of intelligence to the military. Even in the Ukraine and Russia war, Palantir is supplying the intelligence through its Palantir platform, Gotham most probably, to Ukraine. Other than Gotham, the next is Foundry. Palantir Foundry. Palantir Foundry is pretty much for corporations in the commercial space. Right now, almost 60 to 65% of its revenue is coming from commercial side. And then is Palantir Apollo. Palantir Apollo is something like a software distribution tool, pretty much like cloud, I would call it. It's like a Palantir cloud through which Palantir distributes its software to update the infrastructure it has. And last but not the least, and the most important one, is called AIP, Artificial Intelligence Platform. So with this one, pretty much Palantir has gone into the pure play AI space. Again, I had covered that the Snowflake and NVIDIA partnership recently. This platform of Palantir AIP, Artificial Intelligence Platform, is very similar to that. It actually provides the organizations or the customers to use or to leverage their machine learning technologies as well as the large language models, LLMs, in their private network. To explain that in more details, let me break that into 3 different functions, I would call it. So number 1 is like a AI framework for the enterprise, or the framework for enterprise AI. As I mentioned, it allows enterprises to leverage their machine learning and large language models, ML and LLM models, to be used in their own private network. Not only that, it also provides the generative AI capabilities. They can talk to the data and they can get answers in simple terms. So not only it allows them to do this private integration in their networks, it also provides the generative AI capabilities to these companies. The second function is pretty much like I would call it AI handoff. It actually allows the organizations to manage the large language models either through AI or through human interactions. At times it will actually guide when they need human interaction and when they can manage through AI. And third important function is around governance and control. Yes, it monitors these large language models and governs that, controls that according to whatever is the guiding principle you have set for them. So Palantir AIP is new, and I would call it is expanding largely into that AI and large language model space. As I had covered earlier, Palantir is one of the 3 pure play AI in the market. Of course, the leader is NVIDIA, then you have Palantir, and then basically you have C3 AI. The beauty of NVIDIA and Palantir is that these are the companies kind of in profit. C3 AI is still incurring loss. Even for this financial year, they are forecasting something like 50 million loss. C3 AI I'm talking about here. Palantir, on the other hand, let's look at its financials, guys. I talked about the stock already. So year to date for this year 2023, Palantir has given 160% return. Yes, you heard that right. On 3rd of January, this stock was trading at $6. And then right now it's pretty much hovering at around $17 right now. So it's 160% return, by the way. From the market cap perspective, it's pretty much like $35 billion market cap. It announced its result in Q1 recently, and very soon it will be announcing in Q2. The revenue was $550 million, and earning per share on the GAAP was around 1 cent. Yes, it's only 1 cent. The adjusted EPS earning per share was around 5 cents, guys. But it has pretty much 130, 140 million of free cash flow, and is sitting on a cash of roughly $3 billion. Yes, 2.9 to be precise. So roughly $3 billion cash it has. For the whole financial year 2023, it has given a guidance of $2.2 billion revenue with an operating income of around 500 to 550 million. So pretty much it's in the profit. Well, the other fun fact, I shouldn't call that fun fact, but it's another important fact, is that Cathie Wood, who is quite a hyped fund manager for her dalliance with Tesla stock, has been buying Palantir recently. Recently, she bought around 4 million shares for one of her funds. So for many of you who have picked Palantir at a much lower price point, I think you have been lucky. In my personal opinion, based on the current AI hype, or some of you who don't believe in this word hype, the current AI revolution, Palantir is going to be one of the winners. It's a little bit controversial because of the CEO, who has been giving very frank and open comments about a lot of things. But guys, at the end of the day, we buy the stock based on their performance and also based on their future prospect. Looks like Palantir has a very, very rosy future prospect, and the way it's showing up and holding on to that. Had the stock not been very robust, the stock price cannot hold at 16, 17 level, rising from $6 from January onwards and holding very tightly at that level for the last 2 months, I would call it. So when I did the first update, which you'll see that in the comment section or in the description section, this stock was trading at around $13, $14. Now it's at $17. And many analysts actually are betting that it may hit $20 very soon. Well, if you like this kind of videos, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Remember, Sinhanomics is out there to help you make your own decision, create financial awareness, tell you about these technologies, and so that you can develop your own financial acumen and make money. With that, it's a goodbye from your friend Pankaj Sinha. I'll come back soon with another interesting update for you. Bye-bye.